Ah, friends. How's everybody doing today? Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, we are so glad that you are tuning in this morning and that you're here with us. Happy Cinco de Mayo Day. Here he comes. You just never know, boys and girls.
Whoop.
Now, how is this like, how's this Cinco de Mayo? I like your little ensemble you got going on
Hey,
there.
avocado. This is the avocado song.
Oh.
Did you know that on Cinco de Mayo, over 75 million of these are eaten?
75 million.
75 million.
That's a fun fact. I like how you gave each one of your students an avocado and a mango.
And a mango. That is that right there is not an avocado. It is a mango.
You gonna crack that open this morning?
Probably not. I might later on. But
Well,
today is what?
it is Cinco de Mayo, boys and girls. So it is May 5th. And we are going to talk about all things to do with Cinco de Mayo today.
Now, you and I talked about Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
By the way, welcome to the Golden Morning Show.
Golden Mullis Morning Show. We're so glad you're tuning in
I
with
hope
us
everybody
today.
had
It's a fun day.
great May 4th be with you.
May 4th.
And you watched what movie last night since it was May 4th?
The Phantom Menace, episode 1.
Okay, so you started off with the first one. What did
Yes.
Knox a Million think of it?
I think he liked it.
I
liked
did
it?
not expect that right there. I
Yeah.
expected him to be all in.
Oh, no, he was, he watched it, but he wasn't like,
Yeah, this is awesome. When's the next one?
Right now.
I did
He's like
not.
his mama.
What did Maestro think?
And then
Maestro's a cool guy.
yes, he is. He's
the
something.
best.
All
right.
So, but before, while we're talking about May the 4th be with you, hold tight.
Okay.
Because I want to show a picture that was sent. We had a picture sent in yesterday of some JS friends in their Star Wars getup. So, like in their uniform, their Star Wars gear. So I'm going to put that on the back screen for you, Coach.
All right. I can't
So
wait to
Miss
see it.
Rudisill sent this of these little friends in their
Rockin' Rudisell did?
Rockin' Rudisill did. Okay.
Now,
so
is
I'm
this
going
her
on.
class or is this...
I think these are
Students.
This is a student from her class and his little brother, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Are they a part of the resistance? Are they
Just
part of the
one
empire?
second, you'll see.
Why don't you tell me? Tell me what that little... It looks like we got a little split there. We got half and half.
Half and half. That's
Yeah.
right. That's why I didn't want to give it away. 'Cause we'll all know.
Woo!
So back to the regular scheduled programs. That was yesterday.
I love that. Do we know who that is? I can't
I
see from
honestly-
here.
I honestly don't. She sent it to me, and I got
Okay.
so many things because I got.
Oh, I know. You're just busy. I'm just a PE teacher.
But
Sit around.
well, yeah, because I have something. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. But it was from Miss Rudisill's class. So and so Rudy, if you're watching, let
It's
me know
too
who
early.
that is. Oh,
Hey, let us know if you're out there. Hey, send us some notes.
absolutely. Okay.
So today, May 4th, yesterday. Speaking
Today's
of that,
May 5th,
I
yeah.
did not get invited to a party last night, a movie party last night that was happening. I'm not saying any names, but they had an outdoor movie screening of The Rise of Skywalker. And they just kept on sending me texts of the picture screen, just rubbing it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pouring salt,
Yeah.
turning.
We know who you are. And Coach Mullis is.
I said if I would have known that party was going on, I would have come up here and got my Darth Vader suit,
and shown up.
and arrested their resistance. I said next time.
Next time. Okay, so we got a busy day. We're going to start with Cinco de Mayo, what it is,
Cinco de
why
Mayo.
we celebrate it. So,
Hey, now I read some stuff last night about it, Miss Golden. believe it or not. Coach Mullis does read.
And you're about to read a AR book about it as well.
But you know what? I would like to talk to our local historian,
Okay.
Dr. Newman.
Okay.
Do you know Dr. Newman?
I don't know Dr. Newman. Who
now,
is
Dr. Newman is a historian. He teaches over at Jefferson Middle School. But not only does Dr. Newman teach over there, he has a daughter that teaches here.
What?
In first grade.
Who is this?
Maggie
daughter?
McDonald. Maggie
my running
Newman.
partner?
Yes, your running partner. You had no clue.
I had no clue.
But Dr. Newman, I'm going to turn it around, and could you tell us, because I thought, I'm going to let you see the camera right there. I'm going to hold it up right there.
Can you hold him a little closer?
I thought
Here, I'll
that...
you talk to him, and
I thought
Vanna White.
Cinco de Mayo was as like 4th of July for Mexico.
Kind of close, but not quite completely.
But last night I was doing some reading on what Cinco de Mayo really is. Could you fill me in on what Cinco de Mayo really is?
Really a cool story. In 1862, on May the 5th, Brigadier General Diaz, he was a very young general, he defended actually Mexico from the French. It was the second time the French tried to take over Mexico, and they fought them at the city of Puebla.
Now,
And
Dr. Newman,
yeah,
what I read, what's very interesting, especially right now, what we're dealing with right now, the people of Mexico were outnumbered.
yep.
And would resources be another thing? Equipment, military?
No, they didn't have enough. They did not have enough armament, so they were totally outnumbered. They were outmanned. They didn't have as many bullets. The only thing they had is they were in a city that was way up a hill, and they had a big wall they built, and the French tried to go straight up at them. And the young general was really smart, and he was really courageous, and he was able to take care of them. Every time they charged up, he hit them on the side, which they didn't expect. So he used some really creative things. So creativity really helps us.
And I heard that the people of Mexico pulled together too.
Yes, they did. They all rallied together so that they could defend. Even people who didn't know how to fight, they said, we've got to defend ourselves. And they came out. So it's amazing when people get together what happens.
So Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of the Battle of Puebla.
It is the celebration of the victory at the Battle of Puebla.
And the celebration of the culture of Mexico.
It's the celebration of people and families coming together and being able to have independence.
So today is a perfect day to remember what Cinco de Mayo really is, and us as families and as people in our communities coming together.
That's a good way to put it, Coach.
So, Dr. Newman, it has been a pleasure having you on the Golden Morning Show.
Golden Mullis Morning.
Would you have anything else that you'd like to share about Cinco de Mayo?
Well, not really. The only thing I was going to say is it's great to be a dragon, and I just wanted to say that to the young dragons out there. We're real proud of you. We're proud of how you're pulling together. We're proud of your parents. And I can't wait for you guys to be in middle school and you come see me on the 7th grade hall.
Now, I want to say this before you leave, Dr. Newman. You have, how many children do you have?
I have 4 children.
Okay. And Maggie is the youngest?
Maggie McDonald is the youngest. Yep, she's originally in Newman.
Okay, and she teaches here. And then you have another child that did student teaching here with Miss Blagg and Miss Vaughn.
That's right, Coach Newman. Big Mr. Newman.
They call him Yeti?
Call him Yeti. Big old beard.
He's a good friend of mine. I really like him. I don't know your other 2 children as well as I do those 2 we just talked about.
Yeah, well, one of them, my next oldest, Austin, is married to a teacher as well. She teaches 4th grade in Gwinnett County.
Awesome.
And so it's really kind of cool.
And then you have another one, you said, 4?
Yeah, I have another one. My youngest son actually owns his own business. He builds golf courses all over the United States.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to say this before you go off the air, Dr. Newman. I have 3 children you just spoke of. 2 of my 3 you have taught. And my kid, Maggie and Matt, really love you as a teacher, but most of all, they love you as a person. And I just appreciate what you do and the impact you make over at the middle school. And, I can mention your name at my house, and Maggie just reminisces, and Matt just talks about what you do. And I just appreciate your impact you make as a teacher, but the impact you're making in the lives of the students in Jefferson. So I just want to thank you, Dr. Newman, Professor. And thank you for sharing about Cinco de Mayo. And if we have any more history, I know who I can call to get some history lessons.
That's right. Call me up. Fact is stranger than fiction many times.
Hey, buddy, we love you and thank you for what you do. I hope you have a great day.
Thanks, Coach. Love you.
See you, buddy.
Take care. Bye.
Okay, that's pretty fun stuff. Good to know.
Fun facts.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's get started with some Cinco de Mayo things. So we have the avocados, the lovely children of Coach.
It is a product of Mexico.
Students. And then we have a mango on the end. Now, what else do you have here, Mr. Coach?
These are drinks. These are all products of Mexico.
Oh, wow.
I've never see these at stores and stuff, but I will say this: Maestro and I share something. We love the bottled Coke from Mexico because it's the sugar. They use cane
Real
sugar. Yes, real sugar.
He loves that
And
stuff.
I love to go to Iron Pig
Mm-hmm.
and get barbecue and have one of these.
Oh.
It is so good.
He just, yeah.
I
That's
love
his favorite.
barbecue and bottled
Mexican
Coke
Coke.
from, yes.
Hey. Well, so we've got Jarritos Fruit Punch, Jarritos Lime. You're going to try these, aren't you?
I will. Probably
Yeah.
after I try something else.
And Jarritos Mandarin, which is like an orange. And Jarritos
Will you say that one?
Tamarind, which I don't know what that is. So if you know what tamarind is, please let us know.
Hey,
We would
post
love.
it right up there.
And Sprite and Coke made with the cane sugar instead
In
of
Mexico.
in Mexico, because in the United States it's made with high fructose corn syrup, which is not the best thing in the world for you. So very cool. Okay, so
Isn't that neat?
Coach is going to be doing some testing of some Mexican sodas here in a
Yes.
little bit. We also have some. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we've got. I'll have to zoom in when it gets a little closer. Different peppers here.
That you're going to taste?
And Coach, since he's on the Golding Morning Show,
Oh,
is
boy.
going to. What's wrong?
Nothing. Since I'm on your show.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just saying. So he's gonna taste them, and he's gonna rank them from 5 being the hottest pepper to 1 being the sweetest, and then he's also got to label them. So that's coming up soon. So, but in the meantime, we're
And in
gonna
between
start
time.
with reading our AR book, The Story of Cinco de Mayo, and it is AR. It's actually a 3rd grade book, but The Story of Cinco de Mayo. So I'm going to pass
Have you
that
ever
to
read
you.
this?
I've not read some of this series. It's a whole series of little history of the holiday things. So we'll pass that to you with your sombrero,
Okay.
and we'll go focus in on you over here.
Would you like to take my laptop?
I can most certainly work on that while you are reading to the children.
Uh-oh, there went a avocado.
Okay, hold on, I'm coming.
Hey, friends. Happy Cinco de Mayo. celebration of the Battle of Puebla. We're fixing to talk about this in our book, perfectly fitting right here, the story of Cinco de Mayo. Now, I don't, hey, Miss Golden, but we have a, Miss Rachel is sending out today a link for a physical education lesson that has to do with Cinco de Mayo today.
Oh, really?
Yes. Believe that.
Okay, I'm gonna believe it.
So I can't wait for Miss Rachel to send that out. All right, here we go. May 5th. Each year on May 5th, you may see many green, red, and white flags. Now, Miss Golden, before we go any further, I really appreciate the size of these words on this page.
Uh-huh.
And how I can see it better today. You may see Mexican foods at stores and restaurants too. Many people love to celebrate the holiday called Cinco de Mayo. Do you see that, Miss Golden?
I do.
Right here? Do you see it?
I'm trying to get you set up over
Cinco de Mayo is Spanish for the 5th of May.
Well, that's pretty cool. Okay.
This would, now, remember what Dr. Newman, El Profesor Newman.
Oh, can I stop you right there for 1 second? Boys and girls, the chatting that's going on. That's what Coach Mullis wanted me to get all hooked up. So he can now read all your chats. So you can chat to him, you can chat to me, and make comments about things that are going on the show. And teachers, parents, you're welcome to do it as well. But just to let you know, that's what, so, what's happening. So, anyways, yes, back to the book, Coach.
And remember, when you type this stuff, it stays on there for everybody to see, not just you and me.
Forever and ever. So, watch what you type. You'd hate to get kicked off. Okay.
Or lose dojo points. Are you there?
And Miss Martin just reminded everybody, Miss Pam Martin, that the kids are not supposed to be chatting back and forth. You know, we can go in and delete you off. We'd hate to do that, but if you want to chat with Coach Mullis and I, that's perfectly fine. Or say hello, but you shouldn't be chatting back and forth. So Miss Martin just reminded me of that rule.
Thank you, Miss Martin.
So, okay.
And I'm glad Miss Pam Martin's watching. I wonder if her partner in crime is watching too.
Miss Roberts.
Miss
Yeah,
Roberts.
I have no idea. So
Lori Roberts. You better call her and tell her so she can get her lesson on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, she needs
Cinco de Mayo is Spanish for 5th of May. This was an important day in history of Mexico. On May 5th, 1862, the Mexican army defeated French forces at a battle in a small town in Mexico called Pueblo de Los Angeles. Did you hear that? Not Los Angeles, California. Mexico called Pueblo de Los Angeles. Now look where that is.
That was really good, Coach. That was good.
The City of Angels.
The City of Angels.
Yes, right there. Right in the center. So right here is the United States. That's Texas. And you come down here, right here. And so the French had come in and were trying to take over. The Battle of Puebla. In 1862, French Emperor Napoleon III sent an army to collect money Mexico owed to France. Mexican President Benito Juarez said Mexico had no money to pay France. The French started marching toward Mexico City to take control of the city. On May 5th, about 6,000 French troops met about 4,000 Mexican troops. So that means that the French outnumbered the Mexican army or Mexican troops by 2,000. So the French had 2,000 more troops. So they met the Mexican army near the town of Puebla de Los Angeles. Many of the Mexican soldiers weren't really soldiers. So Yeah, they had 4,000. Miss Golden.
Yep, 4,000.
But they really weren't soldiers. They were just the people of Mexico saying, you know what? We're going to join together. They were farm workers armed with old guns and knives. And so, the French had more people, more soldiers, and they had better equipment. The French general was sure that his soldiers could easily beat the Mexicans. He ordered his forces to attack the middle of the Mexican army. This was the Mexican strongest point. The French had to march up. You remember what Dr. El Professor Newman said? They had to march up the hill.
And they attacked from the sides. Right?
At the Guadalupe Hill and cross a ditch. So they had to go up a hill, the French army did, and cross a ditch. Now, what's a ditch, Miss
It's a hole.
Like it's like a trench or like a bed that's dug up out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounded encouraging. By the time the French reached the Mexicans, they were tired because they had to do what? Go up a hill,
And they're not
through a ditch.
They're not used to going up a hill. Is that what?
And the Mexican soldiers, led by General Zaragoza, were ready for them. About 1,000 French soldiers died that day. Finally, the French general ordered his troops to retreat. What does that mean? Retreat. So the French general said, retreat! So what did that mean? Come back.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Get away from there. Cinco de Mayo today. The Mexican win at Puebla de Lajas is why people celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
There you go.
Now, I told you this morning, I thought it was the Mexican Independence Day, which, no, that's in September. So I thought it was like their 4th of July. But no, it is a celebration of this victory, of how the people of Mexico pulled together their resources and their wanting to come together to defeat the French army. Today, Puebla de Lajas is called Puebla de Zaragoza to honor who? The general that led the fight that El Professor Newman talked about. The state of Puebla holds the largest Cinco de Mayo celebration in Mexico today. There are parades, speeches, and a very special way of remembering what happened. People dress as Mexican and French soldiers and act out the battle. So they do a reenactment of what took place there.
So it's a huge day.
It is in Puebla Zaragoza because they changed the name to honor the general that helped lead the Mexican army.
Well, that is something.
In the United States, Cinco de Mayo, now talk about here, in Cinco de Mayo, celebrations include Mexican music, dancing, and food. The largest festivals are in the cities of Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston. Mexican Americans and many others celebrate the Mexican culture each year on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and we should too. There you go. So today we are celebrating Mexican culture with Cinco de Mayo. And it's not about the Independence Day of Mexico, which Coach Mullis was wrong about, but it's about how the people of Mexico came together, worked together, and believed in a cause of defeating the French army. Now, what was really interesting when I was doing my research last night, Miss Golden, on this, not that we celebrate it, but who did the Mexican army defeat? The French.
Oh, yes, the French.
They defeated the French. Supposedly, even in France, they celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And that was what was odd about. That's what they said too in this stuff.
Really strange.
That the French celebrate a loss that they had. But anyway.
I wonder what they eat and that'd be interesting.
Speaking of that, what are y'all going to do about eating tonight? Celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
We are going to be having some gringos.
Yeah.
So we'll be having some fajitas and guac. So good stuff.
We're going to have, today is Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, so yeah.
So we're going to have tilapia tacos.
Look at that for Taco Tuesday. Tilapia tacos on Taco Tuesday.
On Cinco
That's some
de Mayo.
alliteration right there.
How about that?
Good job, Coach Moss. Okay, before we get back to the regular program, we do have our special segment called Happy Summer, and we have a special message. So teachers, if you're watching, please send in videos. We'd love to see your videos of you saying hello to your kids. So we have one video to share with you this morning. Happy Summer. So here's a message from one of our JS friends.
Good morning, my friends. We're so happy to see you guys. It's been a while, but we've been here doing some other things here, Miss Roller and I, and we just miss seeing everybody. And I know you're going to have once we finish out the school year, you're going to have a great fun summer, and people will be back at it before too long, back in the schools that you love.
And we are so excited for beginning of school for next year. Everything's going to be fresh and new, and we're going to miss our friends that are going to the academy, but we're excited for you, and then we're excited to see some of our other little friends, and I hope that you are doing your very best, just like you do when you're at school, and just so excited, looking forward to seeing you soon.
Miss Roller, someone asked us out in the hallway a little while ago about, what is it that we do in the summertime? And, we have some fun, just like y'all have some fun, but, we're in the school too doing some things. And those of you that have been in our office, the submarine, we'll be in there trying to figure out some fun stuff to do to our submarine this summer for everybody to see.
That's right.
Come next school year. That's right.
You'll have to step up into the tank.
You guys have a great day. We love you and miss you.
Okay, so that was from Miss Wheaton and Miss Roller. So we appreciate
they're the
them.
best. I love them.
Are.
They're great to have here.
And it'll be so much fun. We all can come back together and see everybody again. So, the one more video that I wanted to share before we continue is that yesterday it was Media Specials Day, and so for all of my first grade friends, you listened to an incredible book called Where Are My Books? And then you were asked to, the author did this special thing where she drew, showed you how she drew all the squirrels in her books. So you then sent me pictures of all of your squirrels that you drew. So
Squirrel!
Yes, squirrel. So I took all those and those squirrel drawings and put them in a video for you. So this is for first graders. If you sent me your drawing yesterday, I took all your drawings and made a video of them. And there's some really cool little squirrel drawings.
Wait to see them.
But like the author at the end did this whole tutorial of how she drew her squirrels. And so
well, I got invited to Miss Palmer's class yesterday.
Oh, fun.
In kindergarten.
Yeah.
And they drew flowers.
Okay.
That was really neat. They had someone drawing, and then they drew a pigeon.
Wow.
They had a flower and a pigeon.
Very cool. Okay.
But not squirrels.
Not squirrels. Well, these are the squirrels from our first grade friends, and we had quite a number come in. So we're gonna watch that video right quick, and then we'll get to some tasting coming your way, Coach.
Oh boy.
Okay. First grade squirrels. from the book, Where Are My Books? And this little boy loses all of his books, but it turns out that the squirrels have been taking the books to read them.
That's pretty squirrely.
It was really funny, and it was great. And the author she's a lot of fun. So,
That
anyway,
was squirrely.
it was squirrely. I'm glad you think it was squirrely. Okay, so we are gonna do some pepper tasting. I think this is why everybody has been watching
Miss
this morning.
Martin.
They did. What she got?
A good job on those squirrels.
They
I thought
did.
there were some really
I
good ones.
know. I need one of those over here too.
Yeah.
I need to have my own, be able to have comments. Anyways, a couple
Would you like
of
to share this morning?
No, that's fine. I'll be glad to. Just
I'm
when
just
I have
trying
to
to
go
keep my social distance right here.
Oh well, yeah. Sorry. I'm like trying to read the comments from Miss Martin. Sorry about that.
Hey,
Yes.
Coach Monday.
Keeping a distance. Okay, so good morning to the Estes, Sarah Estes, Hannah.
Yes, I agree,
Estes is
Jillian.
watching. William and Thomas Washer.
What's
William
up?
says that he will eat 75 million of those avocados by himself. And then the
Now, William, how do you eat your avocados? Do you put it on toast or what do you do?
So I guess we will find out. Okay, so Coach, how this is going to work is we're first going to, what we're going to match up. Actually, no, I think we're going to do the ratings first, and then you can match up the names, okay? So what we have here in front of us, boys and girls, let me see if I can make the camera come in a little bit better.
Let me make sure I have enough
Is,
liquid in here.
So
Do I need to slide over some, or are you going
Well,
to handle
I'll
it?
stay back here so we have our distance.
I'm just disappointed that we only have 42 people watching me eat these peppers that are going to burn my mouth. I'm happy with the 42 that we have, and I'm glad they're here
Well,
watching.
Yeah, but you want more. You want more, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll come in the next couple days. Hey.
You got to spread the word, friends.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make sure we can see. It's kind of hard to like do the camera and do. Okay, so we've got this pepper.
I had one of those last night.
We've got this.
Yep.
Okay, long skinny thing.
Yep.
We've got this.
Oh, yes. I
A
know
little
that
shorter one. Then we have this
know what that
little
one is, too.
friend. And then we've got this one.
Do you remember that I
Okay.
planted a garden?
Yes, I do remember that. Now, so the kinds that we have up here, and he's not going to do the kinds until afterwards, but we've got a jalapeno somewhere. We've got a poblano somewhere. We've got a habanero somewhere, a bell pepper, and a serrano. Okay?
Oh, I was throwing
So-
them off.
Okay. So those are the kinds we have. So you are to take a nibble of each one.
Okay.
5 is going to be the hottest. 4, 3, 2, 1 is the sweetest. Okay.
Are you handing them to me? Or
I'm
what?
going to like go back
Have
over
they
here.
been washed and cleaned?
They are washed and cleaned. Did that for you this morning.
Okay.
So
So what do I do from here?
you're just going to...
Do I slide over?
Yeah, I'm going to let you slide over so that we can get a real good look at your face as you try them. And let's see. You ready? Who you calling?
Ghostbusters.
Okay.
All right. So which one do you want me to start with?
It doesn't matter. Because you're gonna have to put them in order of from hottest to not hottest, least
Okay.
hottest.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So you want me to? Do I just take a
Just
nibble?
Take a nibble. Take a nibble.
Like you want?
Show the pepper first.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Pepper 1.
Mhm.
Okay. And then what's pepper 2, Coach? Oh, you chose the bigger pepper. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh wait, let me get close. What? No, you don't need your cup of coffee.
Why? Why are you saying that?
Because. All right, Coach.
What about it?
Well, I mean, what are you doing? I thought we were trying.
Yeah.
You're over there trying to call somebody.
All right, so I got this right here.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, hold on. The next one you're going to try.
All right, right here.
So that one, it's a little shorter green one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Why are you taking a little time? That's not a bite.
MJ.
How much bite do you want me to take?
You took a big old bite of that red one.
Hey, Uncle Ken.
Hey.
Welcome to the morning announcements.
Goodness. There we go. That's a bigger bite. Okay.
2 bites right there.
That's 2 bites.
Hey, Uncle Ken. We're doing Happy Cinco de Mayo,
Yes, it is.
and we've got peppers right here that Miss Golden on the Golden Morning Show is making me taste, and I'm down to the last pepper.
Okay, I want a big bite. Big bite.
You
Coach.
see?
Big bite.
Hey guys, this is Uncle Ken, my high school friend, and I knew he'd get a kick out of this.
Okay, I think you know what? That pepper is so small. You should just pop the whole thing in your mouth.
She's telling me how to pop this whole thing in my mouth. I got that in there ready to go.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, that was not what I was expecting.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so how would you rank them? If you had put your cards out, what would be the spiciest of all?
Number 5 is spiciest.
That's the spiciest.
The spiciest I had is going back. See, I thought that was going to be the spicy. I thought the orange one, and it's not.
Okay.
And I can't, it's either this one or this one.
Okay. Well,
You may just pick?
why don't you just try it again? Take an extra nibble.
Oh, that was much hotter that time.
I think there's some discomfort. You look a little red, Coach. A little red.
There we go.
Okay, so we have our order. So I'm going to try to zoom in on our order. So Coach has put them as... Oh, what's wrong with your face, Coach?
Let me have some coffee here.
So we've got, he's saying our hottest is this nice little fella right there.
I'm fixing to have to say what
And
these
then 4, looks like a little rabbit ate on that one. And then 3.
Do you want me to take another bite of that one?
Well, no, I'm just, okay. Let me
Are you
fix
ready
the
for me to guess them?
All right, hold on. Let me fix the camera because we're not able to see. Let's get it back to normal. Hopefully, that'll work. Okay. Everybody should be seeing what's normal now. Okay. So we got the hottest, next hottest,
Yep.
3,
Yeah.
2, and then 1.
Now,
Okay.
last night I had Philly cheesesteaks, and that's what I had.
Oh.
I made those with Philly cheese. Well, I had green.
Okay. So we got jalapeno.
You want me to?
Poblano, habanero, bell pepper, and serrano. So what is what, Coach?
Hello.
Oh, so you're labeling.
Hi, friends.
Hello, Miss Powell.
How are y'all doing?
We are good. Coach is trying to label these peppers.
Oh. Coach, I can't see you. There you
I know.
are. Hi.
All right, let's see if we can get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so bell pepper. Correct, Coach. Serrano. Correct, Coach, which was the hottest, by the way. You missed his face. That was something. Jalapeno. Correct. Habanero, which is what he thought was going to be.
I thought that was a ghost pepper. Yeah, I thought that's why you were. I thought she threw in a ghost pepper on me.
Yeah, no. I should have. I didn't have any Kroger, so. And then Poblano.
Was I
Woohoo!
correct?
You are correct, Coach. Look at you knowing your
Good
pepper.
job, Coach Mullis.
You
I'm proud
are
of you.
pretty amazing.
I wonder if I get an A+ effort award.
I
You
think
do.
you do. Yes. Now, if you need to crack open any of your sodas.
No, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Well, good. Well, we're glad you survived. Woo! Little happy Cinco de Mayo game. Hello, Powell family.
Hello.
Did you get our history lesson on Cinco de Mayo?
Actually, you know,
Oh, you haven't been watching.
Oh, snap. Oh, don't say that to him.
I'm sorry. Today I got up really late. I'm admitting it.
No worries.
Hey, we
friends.
got to spread the word about the Golden Morning Show.
Oh, I know. I have.
Golden
I'm going
Mullis
to.
Morning Show. Yeah. Okay, dear friends. We need to talk about tomorrow, Coach, because tomorrow
What's tomorrow?
it is
Wednesday,
It is Wednesday.
May
but
6th.
It's also National Nurses Day, so we are going to be talking about a very famous nurse
Are we?
in history, and then
Okay.
I think you also have a JES alumni that's now a nurse that's going to be.
Yes. She walked these
making-
halls.
She walked these halls, so she's going to be coming, and we're going to be having a conversation with her, and then we're going to do some stuff to celebrate
Nurses.
Nurses Day. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Looking forward to that. I'm going to read a little Benicula.
Where? What's okay?
No, yeah, what's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, I do have to say, you look mighty. You look mighty great in your outfit today.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm glad somebody complimented me. I tell you, Powell, I really had one thought of what Cinco de Mayo was, and it's changed my mind. I learned what really Cinco de Mayo was about, thanks to Miss Golden.
I'm going to go back and watch it since I was terrible and got up later this
It's
morning.
okay. We all sometimes hit the snooze button.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, enjoy your Pop-Tarts this morning.
Thank you. I'm about to fix my girls some toast.
And we appreciate you doing a video yesterday. That was very nice. Thank you.
You are so
that
welcome.
was a kickoff.
Thank you for sharing it.
All right, Miss Powell, we'll talk to you later.
All right, bye, my friends.
Stay tuned. See ya, Mac Attack.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, here we go.
Well, you got any of your comments or anything? Anybody say anything to you about your peppers? I'm just proud of you for getting them all correct.
Have you forgotten I'm a PE teacher?
Why would? Yeah, but I mean that's why I was kind of surprised you got them
Yeah,
all
that's what I
correct.
thought. PE teachers are very diverse.
All right.
Creative,
Okay.
smart, wise, strong, healthy,
Okay.
athletic.
You just keep building yourself up there.
I got
Okay.
somebody texting me right now,
Yes.
and I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to pretend I didn't see their text because I didn't. I got an invite lost in the mail.
Oh, you talking about your Star Wars party you didn't get invited to?
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. So, boys and girls, we hope that you do something fun for Cinco de Mayo and take this knowledge that you learned today.
Yes.
Take an AR test on that book, but take this knowledge that you learned today, and I mean, it's pretty cool information. That it's not about Mexican independence.
Well,
It's
Yeah.
about
the Mexican people coming together,
coming together, and that's a very
and
important
celebrating
thing for
their
us to remember
culture
right now.
and who they are.
There you go. Okay, so I'm going to read, we're on chapter 4, A Cat Prepares. So if you remember, Chester said
Hey,
to
Peyton.
not to Benicula. Chester said to Harold,
Where's Chester
meet
from?
me. He's from New Hampshire.
That's not where he's from. Say it again.
New Hampshire. They're supposed to, he said, meet him at midnight.
At midnight,
Yes.
nothing good happens after 11 o'clock.
Well, and we're about to see why they say that. Okay, chapter 4, A Cat Prepares. I almost didn't make it to my meeting with Chester that night. Toby had a feast in his room. It was Friday night, and on Friday nights, Toby gets to stay up and read as late as he wants to. So, of course, he needs lots of food to keep up his strength. Good food like cheese, crackers.
Now, do you let your kids stay up on Friday night later than usual?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you not? Are you like...
My kids stay up late all the time. Coach Mullis is an early to bed, early up in the morning person.
Really?
Oh, yes.
But your kids are older, though.
Yeah, they're middle school and above. I got one that's fixing to graduate, matter of fact.
That's really exciting.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
Cheese crackers.
Good food like cheese crackers and chocolate cupcakes. My very favorite. The kind.
I didn't know that.
No, it's Harold's favorite.
Oh, I thought
he's reading the book.
that was your favorite.
Yeah, no. My very favorite, the kind with cream in the middle. Pretzels and peanut butter sandwiches. The last I cannot abide because my mouth always gets stuck. Chocolate cupcakes with cream in the center, however, are another story. This particular evening, I stationed myself on Toby's stomach. Usually I'm a little more subtle, but having missed out on the bacon at breakfast, I was not about to take any chances on the chocolate cupcakes with cream in the center.
I love bacon.
You were talking about that yesterday, that you make almost everything with bacon, right?
I like bacon.
Have you ever had chocolate covered bacon?
No.
Oh.
Should I?
Yoga lady will chocolate covered bacon you some stuff. So.
All right, yoga lady. Is she on here?
I don't know if she's on today or not. So, but I'm gonna cook you
All
up
right,
with some of
yoga
that
lady.
stuff. Toby knew what I was after, but sometimes he thinks he's funny and he plays little games with me. Hi, Harold. I'll bet you'd like a peanut butter sandwich, wouldn't you? Here, you have this one that's left over from yesterday while I eat this boring old chocolate cupcake,
With cream.
which is nice and fresh and has cream in the middle. Okay, Harold? Good call.
That's sort of like a Hostess cake.
Yes, that's what I was always think of, with the little like thing on the
Swirly
top.
swirls?
Yep, on the top, the white. Yep. We should have those one day.
I used to trade at lunch. Brian Michaelis, he would have those at lunch.
Oh.
And I would trade. He'd have two,
Yeah.
and I'd trade him
Would
Yep.
you trade? What did you trade for that?
whatever he wanted off my plate.
Nice. You love the Hostess
Yeah,
cupcakes.
yep.
Wow, good to know. I might have to treat you to a Hostess cupcake since you had peppers this morning. I'm proud of you. I really thought you were gonna like lose it and like burn.
I'll be honest
so
with
bad.
you. I thought that was a ghost pepper. That's the reason I waited that one last.
Oh.
The others didn't bother me. I knew. You notice I'd been into those.
Oh yeah, you take
Like
big
I
chunks.
like to take the jalapenos
Mm-hmm.
and core them out or half them, and imagine this, cream cheese,
Wrap it in
shredded
bacon.
cheese, with bacon pieces in the cream cheese, and then wrapped in bacon.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of steps.
Well,
Love it.
when you're
Cooking with Coach.
whenever, like for example, when you're as smart as I am as a PE teacher, and as creative, and just the gifts that Coach Mullis has as a PE teacher, because that's what PE teachers are. They're just
Okay, back to the story. Ha ha, ha ha. My sides are splitting from that joke. What's the matter? Don't you want the peanut butter sandwich? All right, I'll put it away for another night. Oh, here's something you might like. It's a sour green ball from Daddy's candy dish that was stuck to my socks. To my sock. Would you like that, huh, pal? Oh boy, the kid is really hot tonight. Oh, no? Huh? Well, I'd give you one of my chocolate cupcakes, but I know how much you hate chocolate.
What?
Would a little drooling on your stomach help convince you otherwise? Oh, you like chocolate? Okay, then. You can have both of them. One thing I have to say about Toby, although he's got a rotten sense of humor, he's a nice kid. Naturally, once I'd eaten both cupcakes, which took approximately 2 seconds, I felt obliged to hang around and let Toby know I was grateful. What better way than to share a few of his cheese crackers? Well, Harold, Toby said sometime later, we've had quite a party tonight, but I have to go to sleep now. I can't keep my eyes open, so I'll have to wait until tomorrow to find out what happens in the next chapter. This is a good book, Harold. It's called Treasure Island, and it's by a man named Robert Louis Stevenson. It's kind of hard reading, though. I have to keep looking the big words up in the dictionary, so it's taking me a long time to get through it. Do you ever do that? You're reading something, you have to look it up?
When I was doing my master's work, I'd have my phone next to me, and I would, if there was a word, which was a lot. You know, I know that I'm smart and wise,
And I was about to
and
say,
I know a lot of
there's
things, but sometimes I still want to learn what new words are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I went to school. I was learning new stuff and taking stuff that I'd already learned, but I'd have to look it up.
There you go.
I had my Webster's Dictionary on here.
There, that's what you do when you don't know a word. Look
Synonyms,
it up.
antonyms, too.
Oh. I've always had trouble with words myself. Half the time, they don't mean what I think they're going to. And then, even when I do find out what they mean, I forget the next day anyway. You might say that I'm smart, but just not the scholarly type. But it's a really good story, Toby continued.
This is a good story.
It's all about pirates and this little boy just like me. No dogs. And a parrot, Harold. A parrot. What's a parrot? Is there anything about chocolate cake? Now, that's my idea of a kind of treasure. Well, good night, Harold. If you're going to sleep here, you'll have to get off my stomach because it's a little full right now. Good night, Toby. I curled up at the foot of the bed, but I couldn't sleep trying to figure out what a parrot was. I thought it might be a lady pirate, since the word sounded something alike.
Arr, matey.
But then again, I thought it might be an umbrella. Chester would know, I thought, so I went downstairs to ask him. All right, so he's going downstairs to ask Chester.
Oops.
Well, you certainly took your time. Chester snapped.
Is he from Hampshire in
He's
England?
from New Hampshire. Chester snapped as I sauntered casually into the room. I finished my book half an hour ago. Where were you? It so happens I was discussing great works of literature with Toby. Since when is Twinkies is a Twinkies wrapper considered a great work of literature?
There was a rapper named Twinkie?
Okay, so we have these little things, these little cakes called Twinkies,
Okay,
and they have
what's
a
in the
wrapper
middle
on
of
them. That cream filled, but they have
What
a wrapper
color are
on
they?
them. They're yellow.
Okay.
They have a wrapper on them, and so he was reading the wrapper. And so Chester's saying, that's not reading real literature.
Have you ever had
Read
there's
the
some big words on there. On a
There
Twinkie.
are, yes, in the ingredients, which is kind of scary. So it's like,
Have you ever had a fried Twinkie?
you know, that's what we should do on the show. Bring in your little fry daddy.
We might have to do that outside.
We can have a little fry daddy.
Fryer in here.
Why not?
Have you seen my fryer?
I mean, is it the size of this room or something? Like what? Don't you have like a little fry daddy?
No.
Or fry baby?
No.
Well, then we'll just take a pot of oil and a
I
burner.
go big or go home.
We did fried pickles yesterday.
Did you?
Delicious. Knox Golding loves some fried pickles.
Can you give me your
So-
recipe?
Sure.
Because that's what I'm fixing to do. Did I tell you I bought an air fryer?
No.
Yes.
Does it work?
Yes.
We fried these on the stove, Coach.
On the stove.
We
not
poured-
in grease.
We poured Crisco
Okay.
into a pot.
So y'all watch Star Wars and had fried pickles?
Yes.
Now, do you have fried mushrooms too?
I've never done fried mushrooms. We don't have a fryer. Like, literally, it's just a pot on the stove, and we get it to 350 and then fry stuff.
So
We're
fried-
real fancy.
Fried pickles.
Fried pickles. Okay. Since
Squirrel.
when is squirrel? You need to draw a picture of a squirrel. Since when is a Twinkies wrapper considered a great work of literature? I ignored that. Unfortunately, several chocolate crumbs fell from my mouth to the floor at precisely that moment. As a matter of fact, I said, trying valiantly to regain my dignity, we were talking about Treasure Island. Ever heard of it? Ever heard of it? He sneered. I read that book all the time. I read it when I was a kitten. Oh, well then tell me, Chester, what is a parrot?
Now, was Chester born in New Hampshire
Yes.
as a kitten?
Yes. Chester looked at me scornfully. A parrot, he said, is a tropical bird
Now, do y'all notice her...
that has a stout, curved, hooked bill, is often crested, brightly colored, and an excellent mimic. In other words, Harold, a parrot is a little bird with a big mouth.
Interesting.
No, not a little bird.
So, a parrot head.
Oh, I said after a moment. I thought maybe it was an umbrella. Did you get so busy discussing parrots with Toby that you forgot that you were going to meet me here? This is important, Harold. I still wasn't sure what a parrot was, but I decided this was not the time to pursue it. Come over here, Chester demanded, indicating his chair. Let me show you this book. I looked at the chair. Chester was already sitting in it, with a very large book open in front of him. I don't think there's going to be room for both of us, Chester. Come on, you're wasting time. Just jump up here. I surveyed the scene carefully. I knew I would have to get a running start since there was just a tiny spot left for me, and I would never be able to fit into it if I pulled myself up slowly. Apparently, I was taking too long for Chester's liking. Will you just get up here? He hissed. Okay, if that's what you want. I ran and jumped onto the chair, landing with a great kerplop. Chester, where are you? I cried. I couldn't see anything but the back of the chair. I had forgotten to turn myself around. I'm here, you great oaf. So he sat on him.
What's
He jumped
an
up
oaf?
in the chair. What is an oaf? Oh, smart, wonderful one.
No,
Look it up on
I
your
want-
Webster's dictionary. I turned my head. What are you doing on the floor? I asked. You knocked me out of the chair. Now just stay put. I'm coming back. Okay.
Hey,
And
watch
here's
that
the
mug.
picture. I know, we don't want to break the mugs. So there's the little picture of them knocking poor little Chester to the floor. Okay, so
Would you like to know what an oaf is?
what is an oaf?
Do you know how you spell
oh,
it?
smart, great PE teacher.
Hey, Flapjack, come on in.
You're looking. It's so good to see you, Flapjack.
Hey, Flapjack. This is Miss Murdoch. Coach Mullis nicknamed her
Hello,
Flapjack.
friends.
We're glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. You checking in books today?
Checking in some
Do
books.
you know what an oaf is?
An oaf.
Do you know how to spell oaf? It was in the story today, Benicula.
Oaf. Like O-F-F.
O-A-F. This is something I learned today.
I don't
And
know what an oaf
And
is.
I'm not going to say the first
Would
word
you like me to
of the
read sentence
dictionary.
that's in?
Could you use it in a sentence?
I'm here. Okay, so like I'd forgotten to turn myself around. I'm here, you great oaf.
All right. So the oath. I'm not going to use the first word Flapjack that they put in the dictionary because I don't like calling people this.
Yeah.
A uncultured or clumsy person. So I would probably be considered an oaf, wouldn't it? Because I'm uncultured.
No, remember you were smart, engaging,
That's a new one. I
genius,
want to use that one too.
energetic.
Do y'all
athletic
hear the
PE
words
teacher.
that Miss Golden's using and the words
You were,
that I
that's
use?
what you were calling yourself, Coach. That's what you were saying. Okay.
Come on in.
It has been a.
Y'all come on.
Look at,
Come right here in the middle, right
You
here.
want to come say hey?
We
Who do we have here, Flapjack?
You want to wave to all your friends? Wave to the camera.
Who
Say
do we
hi,
have?
friends.
Tell us who we have.
We have Jason Murdoch.
Okay, what grade are you in, Jason?
Second.
Whose class are you
Second
in?
Miss
grade.
Grayson.
Miss Greason's class here at Jefferson Elementary School, okay?
And then little Lacey May Murdoch.
Okay, Lacey, and you're in what grade?
Kindergarten.
And whose class are you in?
Miss Martin.
Miss Martin? Are you in Miss Pam Martin's class or Miss Nicole Martin's? Miss Nicole Martin in kindergarten. So you're in kindergarten with. Did you know Miss Nicole taught my son Moses in
Really?
kindergarten? And you know what? He is graduating
He
this
is a
year. We hope.
senior.
And so that is really neat. So anything exciting that the what do you call them?
What do I call it?
Murdoch.
Murdlets.
Murdlets.
These are my murdlets.
What have y'all been doing? What's been going on?
Playing in the woods with my friends.
I love playing in the woods.
Going fishing.
All right, you had me there. What have you been using? Like have you been using live bait or artificial bait? Like live bait would be like worms, crickets, or minnows.
I used a fake little minnow, some worms, and chicken liver.
Yes, catfish. Now, do you help clean the catfish? No.
We don't eat them. We throw them back in.
You know what I do on Saturday night?
What?
It's fish fry Saturday night. I cook. Isn't that right, Flapjack?
That's right. Fish fry.
I like to have fish fry. I like to fillet my catfish, and I make them into fish nuggets.
We have fish sticks in my house.
Well, yeah.
Similar.
Yeah.
Very
And I like to cook. So, fishing here, what have you been up to? Are you still doing karate?
I'm gonna go to karate
Or taekwondo?
Karate.
Karate. Do y'all do an online class karate?
Yeah, they're doing online classes. She had to get over remember her broken
Yes.
collarbone? We had to get over that. So now
And are we better now?
we're better. We're getting back into
We're
karate.
off the IR, injured reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're good.
Ready to go? Okay. Anything you're looking forward to over the next couple of days? Okay.
What do you mean no?
All right. Hey, we're glad to have you, the Murdlets. Did I say that right?
Birdlets. Yeah.
Murdlets.
All right. Say bye, friends.
Hey, we're glad to have y'all on
We
the
miss
show.
y'all.
Come back, okay?
All right. We'll get out of here.
I like that Georgia baseball shirt.
We'll let y'all get back
Go
to
Georgia
it.
Bulldogs. Does Duke have a baseball team? They have
It
basketball.
has been wonderful this morning on the Golding Wallace Morning Show. Stay tuned for tomorrow. It's Nurses Appreciation Day. So we're going to talk about nurses, and we've
Are
got
we
some
leaving?
nurses. It is time. It is 9:05. We're 5 minutes off schedule. Place to be. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Eat some guacamole today or taco. Because how often do Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo line up together? So, hey, we love you guys. Have a great day.
You did? First thing in the morning when I wake up, pull up to the kitchen and I cut it up. Got the toast on deck, so I spread it up. With the sunny side eggs and the skillet up. Now you know I had to go ahead and level up. Avocado so fresh, can't get enough. Orange juice in the fridge, so I pour it up. Hands up real high for the breakfast club. Avocado, 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 avocado. Yeah, and you know what's up. Avocado, 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 avocado.
Are we done? Everybody up! Avocado dance!
Any way you want, it up any way you wanna have it. Avocado, 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 avocado. Yeah, and you know what's up. Avocado, 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 avocado. Yeah, and you know what's up. Avocado, 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 avocado. Yeah, and you know what's up. Avocado, avocado, avocado.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.